So, gentlemen, welcome to the segment. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and share in order to help a brother. So, today's topic of discussion is the reason why you should not force a sexual situation with a woman who doesn't like you. The reason why you shouldn't force a sexual situation with a woman who doesn't like you. And this episode was inspired by a thought I was having earlier of how guys try to put extra effort in order to make sure they force a sexual situation with a certain attractive woman. But at the end of the day, trying to force a situation with a woman, especially a woman who doesn't like you, will always leave you dissatisfied. And it's not very obvious to think about it when you are doing this type of things. You come to the realization of it once you get the sex and you realize that it was not as satisfying as you thought it would have been. So this is what we are going to look on today. This is what we are going to look into today, and hopefully you will pick up something that will help you, improve your dating life and make you have a better experience when you're dealing with women. So there's so many things that can happen when you try to force a situation or a sexual situation with a woman who is not sexually attracted to you, because it takes a lot of effort to deal with a woman who is not sexually interested in you. And so many guys are actually convinced that there is something they can do to change a woman's mind, and they can do things to make her believe that they are actually the man she needs. And sometimes, there's nothing you can do, because attraction is not something you can fix or you can hook up. So when you try to force a sexual situation with a woman who doesn't like you, then there are so many problems that you bring onto yourself without even knowing. And having sex or having a sexual situation with a woman who doesn't like you does not bring the type of satisfaction that you would expect. And sometimes guys put a lot of effort, and when they get the access, they come to this realization that it was not as good as they thought it would be. That's when they realize that they have wasted a lot of time and they have become less of themselves, and they have, treated themselves with indignity. And I'm sure you've heard so many guys talk of you know, you know, after not, clarity. And there's nothing like that. It's just that once you get that one thing or that one experience that you are chasing, and you come to a realization that it was not worth the effort and it was not worth the hustle that you put in, then you realize that somewhere along the line you fucked up and you shouldn't have put yourself in that kind of a situation. So make sure that in future you only deal with women who are interested in dealing with you, and avoid dealing with any other woman who is not interested in you like that. Because the more you continue to deal with a woman who is not interested in you, then you become less of yourself, and that affects your self confidence. And sometimes guys develop sexual problems because of dealing with women who don't like them. Because when you're dealing with a woman who doesn't like you, you sort of gravitate towards developing a lot of anxiety. Because right from how you talk to her and how you ask her to get into that sexual situation with you, it's anxious. And sometimes you find guys, spending a lot of money to send women transport money. And at this point, they are developing a lot of anxiety because they don't know whether this woman will take the money and keep it and avoid meeting you. You are not sure whether she'll come or not. And even if she shows up, you are also anxious because you don't know whether she'll agree to get into that sexual situation with you or not. So this affects, how or the kind of sexual experience you get. And that's when guys develop anxiety, like, premature ejaculation, or things to do with, sexual, disorders. Because there's a lot of anxiety within you. You're not relaxed. Your heart is pumping. You are generally confused. You're not at ease. And you're not actually enjoying the situation because right from the beginning, you forced everything, including you getting her to give you the attention that you wanted. So, forcing a sexual situation with a woman will always bring more problems to you, because you are always anxious. You don't know what will happen next, and you're trying to think of everything that you can do to try to please this woman, to massage the ego of this woman, to make this woman remain interested, to make sure that this woman is not bored, to make sure that this woman replies to your, calls, replies to your text, and that's the hassle of you trying to deal with a woman who is not interested in you in the first place. So make sure that if you're going out there to deal with women, then avoid the ones that are showing you resistance and the ones that are showing you openly that they don't want to deal with you. Because if you do, you will bring all these problems into your life and you will actually have more problems than you expected. So, with that said, guys, I think I've exhausted everything that I needed to say. And always remember to be grateful because the situation could have been worse. So, with that said, guys, allowed me to say that I'm out.